Hey, this is Ish, and today I want to talk to you about how the practice of meditation can help enhance your law of attraction techniques. So, oftentimes on my channel, I talk about meditation and the law of attraction in separate talks, but in reality, the practices are very complementary with one another, and the practice of meditation can help boost your law of attraction teachings. And I talk about this more in my law of attraction book titled Understanding the Law of Attraction. And even though the book is based on the law of attraction, I do have an entire chapter just on meditation. So it goes to show you how important meditation is. So let's dive a bit further. So Esther Hicks, who is a famous law of attraction teacher, had once said that if you focus on a particular thought for 17 seconds, the process of law of attraction will start to activate. And then if you continue holding that particular thought for 68 seconds, this is when the law of attraction and the subconscious and the universe start to align and bend to your certain reality. So again, it's 17 seconds just to get your focus on a particular thought and get things started, and 68 seconds for the process to start beginning and things starting to align to your reality. And I think nowadays most people can't even focus for 10 seconds at a time. So the practice of meditation can help you do that. And even the ancient yogis back in the day had also understood how difficult it might be to concentrate your mind. Because if you think about yoga, yoga is actually an 8-step system, and there's 8 limbs of yoga. And the art of actually focusing and concentrating, which is known as dharana, is the 6th limb out of the 8th limb. So essentially there are 5 limbs that precede it, which you need to take on so you're able to quieten your mind and actually be able to sit. Otherwise, if you just went straight to meditation and you haven't practiced your asanas, which are the poses, or perhaps your how you interact with the world or watching your breath with the pranayam, if you don't do these certain stages before, you won't be able to sit properly without your mind getting in the way and distracting you. So there are precautions and steps you need to take before you're able to do that. So if you're an average person watching this and you're not used to meditating, it can take some time. But once you've learned how to concentrate your mind and actually focus, it becomes a lot easier. So it does take some time to work on that. And you'll also find that many meditation practices and spiritual disciplines over the time have incorporated some aspect of the law of attraction techniques that are really popular nowadays. So if we look at visualization, which is a very popular technique, the act of going in your mind and using your imagination and senses to come up with a reality and really embodying it and acting as if it is actually real, this is a practice that has been done in the Vajrayana Buddhist lineage. And in this lineage, you focus on a particular deity or figure, and this deity would have certain qualities about it, so perhaps strength or power or wisdom, and they would focus and meditate upon this deity to take on its qualities. And again, it's the act of bringing that concentration in because you're focusing on those qualities so much that it becomes a part of your being. And then if we look in the classic law of attraction like teachings where it says you need to improve your mood and to increase your vibration, you can look into things like loving kindness practices, which are done in Buddhist traditions, where they focus on like feeling good within your body and sending out very good wishes and love and care to yourself and then other people as well. And this fosters a feeling of gratitude, loving kindness, and just an overall divine connection with everyone around you. And as a result, you feel good in your body and you feel connected with everything around you. And as we know in understanding the scales of energy, the act of gratitude and the state of love are all very high energy states. So by practicing these techniques found in Buddhist traditions, you're able to raise your vibration, which is like a new age word nowadays, but it's a very true thing. And then if we look at detachment and calm, which are very important for the law of attraction, because in essence, the law of attraction, if you have a lot of desire for a certain goal, it implies a sense of neediness, because if you already have the thing that you want, you wouldn't be grasping for it, right? And for the law of attraction techniques, if you want to manifest something, you want to get to a place of already having it in your mind. So to do that, you should reduce your level of importance and neediness, and the way to do that is through detachment. So you might like things, but you don't need it, and that's the fastest way to attract something. And this is often why when people try to look for relationships. Once they actually start focusing on themselves, they'll magically find a partner because they weren't emanating that sense of neediness out there into the universe. So one way to practice the detachment is through Zen meditation practices and also Vipassana meditation practices. So these are centuries old meditation forms, and Vipassana is even as old as like the Buddha itself, and Buddha taught Vipassana like teachings back in the day. So these practices can really allow you to take a step back and to develop a sense of calm and detachment. And this also enhances your law of attraction techniques because you are coming from a place of stillness and you're observing things and you're not enmeshed with whatever you want and the desire, which causes neediness. And then if we look at the long-term effects of a meditation practice, so let's just say you've been practicing meditation, whatever it is, whatever form it is, for a couple of years and even decades, well, that has a lasting effect on your being and physiology because you'll notice that your mood generally goes up and up the more you practice. So you get into a really nice place of calm, you're happy, you need less in the world because a lot of traditions will teach you about minimalism as well. So you're coming from a really nice place where you feel calm and centered within, you feel happy, you feel joyous. And this, as a result, will also help your law of attraction techniques and manifestations as well. Because one thing people have a misconception about in regards to law of attraction is that you just need to be like happy all the time. You need to have like this, like you have to be in a really good mood in this present moment, and then your things will like manifest automatically. But this isn't really the case. It's more so about your overall vibration. So everything holistically. And this is developed over time. So it's, if you try to come at it from like a quick fix solution and you're normally like really sad and you just like try to like amp yourself up like and then try to manifest something, it usually doesn't work and you'll feel disappointed or frustrated. But with a long-term practice of meditation, you'll eventually stabilize into a very nice way of being. And then as a result, you don't have to try as much. So the higher your vibrational state is and the higher your like state and frequency is, the less effort you need and the less techniques you need because things will come to you a lot easier. So that's the less effort you need to put out there. And then touching upon my other point of detachment, the longer you practice meditation over the years, you'll come into a natural state of wanting less out of the external world because the more energy you have within, the less you need things outside. And ironically, since the less you need, the more you'll actually get from the universe because you're not emanating the sense of lack. So you'll actually accomplish a bit more by coming from a place of detachment. And then you'll also be able to experience a lot of happiness, like I mentioned, and less suffering. And this is also very attractive to other people and different situations because you're coming from a place where your own cup is filled and you don't need things from other people. So they are more willing to hang out with you and give you things that you want. And then also with the practice of meditation, you're able to see different possibilities and outcomes through the practice of sitting itself. And one thing you've noticed, and I've made a talk about this also, is when you sit in your meditation cushion and you look inwards, you're able to tap into a lot of cool insights and ideas that you wouldn't normally think of just going about your day. And this is because you're tapping into a very deep layer into your subconscious. And if you're going really further, if you think about how the law of attraction techniques actually work, is that you're setting an intention and then you're giving it out to the, you can call it universal energy. And this is the same type of energy that we touch upon in meditation. So essentially you're coming into that space where all things happen and all things will be manifested, and you're coming into contact with it in meditation every single day. So this is why you're able to have experienced synchronicities and different life events that you'll just notice and see your ideal reality conform and happen a lot faster. And you'll be noticing all these patterns in your life because you're tapped into that source energy, from which all the things in life come from. And then the last added benefit is also creativity. And I have another talk on how meditation fosters a period of creativity. So through meditation, when you're sitting, you'll come up with all these great ideas. So for example, this talk actually came from my meditation. So I was just sitting in my cushion and I thought of this talk to, talk about. And I just like took it out my notebook and like wrote this, my notes here for this talk. And I was able to convey this over. So you'll notice that all these very cool insights will come through your meditation practice. And again, just recapping, meditation can help strengthen your law of attraction practices through different faculties. So the main thing is concentration. So through concentrating your mind, you're able to really solidify a certain experience. You're coming from a place of calm, which is very good, calm and detachment, so you're not being needy. And then over time, your state and vibration raises, and this will allow you to manifest things with less effort. And then lastly, you come up with very cool insights and patterns, and you're able to correspond with frequencies a lot easier just by being you. And these are just some of the great examples of how meditation can impact your law of attraction teachings, and it only expounds and grows over time. So I hope this helps. Thank you.